Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. This is my second take because my friend Robert, the one whose garden I'm helping with, just called. We were on the phone for 30 minutes, and so he started a YouTube channel. And so once he gets that, well, he has one already, and so I told him how he can upload a video. So once he gets that done on today, I told him I will share his video and direct you guys to his channel. Speaking of which, I haven't done a channel shout out in a long time, and so I got to look at everybody's handle in the group, in my subscriptions, and I'm going to give you all shout outs. So look for that in the upcoming weeks. I was absent on yesterday because I was kind of busy doing a few things in the house and whatnot. So I decided not to come on. Happy Mother's Day to those of you who are mothers. I hope that your day was beautiful on yesterday. And those of you who have mothers, I hope that your Mother's Day was beautiful on yesterday. So anyway, I spent the day just piddling around the house. I did grill on yesterday, and I did a veggie pack and my meat, and that was basically it. And then I rested, and then I was up half the night, in fact most of the night, looking for the northern lights, because last night was supposed to be the last night of it, and another solar storm happened yesterday, so they said it's extended, but the sun just went into the furthest stage from the earth now. So they said if we see the northern lights, it'll be, the chances are very slim now. So I missed it. People not in my city, because it rained Friday, but Friday was our best night. I would have seen them had we not had rain and clouds on Friday. People in the town as near as 5 minutes away from me in Rochester, Michigan, they put up spectacular pictures and stuff. So I missed that once in a lifetime phenomenon, but that's okay. I saw the mighty eclipse, so I'm not upset. If it was meant for me to see the northern lights, I would have seen them. And the northern lights aren't rare. It's rare for us, just like the eclipse was rare for us. But I could always travel to Alaska if I just truly want to see the northern lights, or I could travel to Svalbard in the North Pole during polar nights. They have 6 months a day and 6 months a night. So right now they're doing 6 months of polar days, as they call it. It's cold there all the time, but they have daylight 24 hours a day. The sun is up and shining for 24 hours out of the day. And then that's from April to October, and from October until the next April, they go into polar nights where the sun starts to set in October, and by November it's lights out for them until April. Then that's when the sun rises, and then the month of April they're going through the sunrise phase, and then now they're in strict polar days. I belong to a YouTube channel from Svalbard. Her name is Cecilia Bomarelli or something, and she documents that, and it's very interesting to watch. But during the wintertime, they get the northern lights all day and all night. So if I ever wanted to go there, I could see the northern lights. So nope, it didn't upset me in the least. And then later this summer, we have that big meteor shower coming in October, I believe, September or October, which is going to be viewable to the naked eye. And so that's a rare event as well. So hopefully I'll catch that. So 2 out of 3 isn't bad at all for me. And yeah, I'm slumped over because I'm trying to stay in frame, but I need to sit back because my back is hurting. Okay, I look better sitting straight up, because I know I'm making some of y'all back hurt just slumping over. Okay, y'all, here I go again. I started a blanket, and first of all, okay, here's the one. It was too thick. First of all, I found out that my yarn, all that yarn I had, were different brands, so one is thicker than the other. And so I knew that I wasn't going to be able to make that blanket because it would have been off balanced. So I had to separate it. So I had decided to make two lap gans. And the more I'm thinking about it, the more I might go back to that. And so then I switched up in the middle of the night and decided, well, I'll just make another shawl like the ones that I normally make. And so I decided not to put the holes in it just to make it totally solid. But now I'm thinking again to go back to the blanket. So this one would be lighter weight. It's just a plain blanket lapgan. I was kind of worried about whether or not I had enough yarn to do it. But I'm going to try it. And if I don't have enough yarn and it doesn't come out big enough, then I can always go back to the shawl, which I know I have enough yarn to do. So this particular, the yarn that I'm using now, because the other ones are solids. I have the red, I have yellow, blue, orange. Y'all saw that yarn. So this one is multicolored and it has the colors turquoise, yellow, green, and blue. So I grabbed the turquoise solid to match it. So I was doing 10 rows, which I would do on a blanket too, 10 rows of the multicolor because I have more skeins of that. Then a row of the blue, then 10 more rows, then a row of the red, which I have here, and then 10 more rows, and then 2 rows of each of the solid color. And that should make me either a nice blanket or a nice shawl. So I think I'm gonna take this down and go back to this blanket was too thick, but this one wasn't because I had started the second one. I think I'm gonna take this down and go to the blanket. Y'all tell me, y'all know I got a million shawls to begin with, and that's what crossed my mind. I was like, wait a minute, I've got enough shawls, and I have blankets too, but I don't have any solid blankets. So my blankets don't keep me that warm in the winter. I mean, they keep my legs semi-warm, but I want a blanket that's going to keep me warm, even if I toss it, up over my shoulders, that type of thing. And this is long enough to where to go from foot to head. So I'm thinking that perhaps I should just do a solid blanket, and that way that problem is taken, it's over with. Then I can probably make a shawl with the other batch of the yarn, because that's enough to make a shawl as well. So I'm rambling already, y'all. But anyway, let me show y'all. First of all, it rained something terrible. It's gonna storm later this evening. The sun is out right now and it is blazing. So let me turn the camera around and show you what's happening. Uh-oh, it won't let me. Let me turn it this way. Okay, first of all, the fan is on. I came up in here yesterday, y'all, and I forgot I had that bucket of water, rainwater at that. I had a bucket of water in here, and it really heated up the greenhouse because of the moisture. I had condensation dripping. I was like, oh my God, because when I went to open it and I peeked in before the heat hit me, I was like, what's with all this water? I must have holes and leaks. No, it was that water, it had condensed. It was condensing on the sides and the top. And I was like, oh, let me open this up. It was so hot in here, every plant was wilted. That was yesterday. So I hurried up, got the water, cooled it off. And as you can see, I've got the fan going now because it's hot today. And so everything bounced back by the time I got back in the house. I stayed out here the whole time while I was grilling because I cannot leave this greenhouse open and go indoors like I had been doing now that I've seen Booger the groundhog. And y'all know I'm getting ready to settle that issue. I'm getting that wood next week to put and get that. I'm gonna get that drilled up against the base where he lives and along that deck. And that will either entomb him or he will not have a place to live. But what I did yesterday, other than that, ooh, my legs hurt. I don't know why my legs have been hurting me. I think from all the lifting and walking and stuff I've been doing. But I did, and look at my umbrella, y'all. I got to get a new umbrella. And it went into the wires. Thank God those aren't electrical wires. Those are to my telephone, but let me get that right now. I'm going to just let that umbrella down because I noticed that it's not sitting right. I need something shorter. So I put my umbrellas up and I got my pads out for my furniture. And no, I haven't cleaned anything yet. I just got it out so that when I do clean everything, it'll be an easy chore for me. Let me set this camera up and get this umbrella let down. I need both hands for that. But anyway, I got everything out. So as you can see, I got the patio and I'm gonna buy new pillows. These last year my sister gave to me and she didn't have a matching set of 4, so she had 2 that she was throwing out of each of these. So I just took those because I needed something for my party. And then these chairs, I call them the sturdy dirties. I need to repaint them. I got these off the curb. And in fact, the people who put them out, they still have a lot more, and they've been putting stuff back out in the at the curb. So if they put some more of these sturdy dirties out, I'm gonna get them. I had grabbed these 4, and I went back to get the other 6 that they had because they had put out 10. And when I got back up there 10 minutes later, if that, they were gone. Somebody had picked them up. So at least I got a set of 4. So I'm hopefully they'll put some more of those out, because I saw that they had a stack on their porch, and they put a dining room set out this week. So I'll be on the lookout for those chairs, because if I see them, I'm going to grab 4 more. And so that's how it looks for now. My sister ordered the lawnmower part, and that will arrive on today. She got back from out of town, and she's coming by today. Hold on, y'all. Let me go on and get this umbrella let down. Here we go. Yeah, it just keeps blowing everywhere. So, and I don't like it being, even if those aren't electrical wires, after it even blew out of the base. That's because it's a water base, and I haven't put water in it. That's the problem. So I'll get the water in the base soon, and once I get my new hose, and then I'll get it filled up, and then the umbrella won't do all that. Okay, so that's what happened out here on yesterday, other than the grilling. Okay. My weeds came back in the spot. I still haven't, I'm not getting the plastic until next week. And I took my drain thing from the rain, because it's been raining so much. I took it out of out of this because I didn't want the weed to grow back too quick, but they're here. And so I got cardboard here to cover before I put the plastic down. And then I also have some more cardboard. And so before those flowers begin to come out, I'll get flowers in June from the flower beds, the actual flowers that come up, that bloom. So I want to have that done before then. Oh, I got 4 crates down there. 2 of them are empty. So I'll get the 2 that's empty and bring them up here and just set some of those crates on there to keep it from blowing. Yep. So yeah, I got a lot to do this week. So the cutting will happen when my sister brings the lawnmower. And I lost my top to my gas can. It's somewhere. I'll find it. But once my sister brings the pieces, she'll be dropping off her lawnmower. So I have to fix both of them. And I told her, even if it's raining like it's supposed to do all day tomorrow, I told her I can roll the lawnmowers right into the greenhouse and fix them in here, even if it's raining, because time is of the essence. It's an emergency for both of us, and she lives in the burbs. So, yep, shoot, the home association over there, the homeowners association over there, they will be on her. So I told her it's more important. So I'm gonna fix hers first, because, and then so that hopefully she'll stay while I'm doing it, because it only takes about a half hour to get that that jet on there. And then once I get it on there, we start it up, and if it starts up, then we know she's good to go. Then she and her daughter can take it all back home, and then they can get their grass cut, and then I'll work on mine. So I hope to cut by Wednesday, when it's not supposed to rain. So we got rain in the forecast, and you know what, this is what, when my plants did that yesterday, that's what happened with the raspberry. So I'm glad I didn't lose it, because my blooms have started. Let me show you. Here's one right here. See that? So it's starting to bloom, so I don't want no mishaps. And I even watered it today for good measure. There's your grapevine, y'all. So it might have survived had that mishap not happened yesterday. And look at my tomatoes. They are really taking off here. Wow, they're looking good, looking very good. All of them, even the San Marzano. Oops, I got a dead one here. Yep, he succumbed. Bye-bye. You get to go, buddy. That's more room for the others. For the San Marzano. Okay. The flowers. Everything's taking off. Even the grapes now. I'm still not seeing no grapes, but I'm getting that sulfur, y'all. That's all I can do. But one thing I do like what I'm seeing with the grapes is it's reaching. It seems as if the grapes can, or the vining plants can sense a trellis. Y'all saw how far the grapes was from the trellis. Look at it. It's already there. So I will be training before this week is out. And then that other one is headed right over towards the window. So that chicken wire and then on up the poles of the greenhouse. I just hope I get some grapes. See, my lettuce is looking a little wilty, but I better get some water in that. I might harvest some of those bigger leaves because the rest of them aren't looking wilty. I think it's just time to harvest, but I am going to put some water in it. Even the ground cherries have perked up and they're taking off. The pineapple ground cherries aren't looking the best. Ooh, and my squash. Oh, it's starting to stress over there, so let me get to that. I already watered that, so it's just hot. I'm going to put the fan back on it because I had the fan on me. Everything's doing good. I brought my fig trees back in here too in hopes of waking them up because they're alive, I think. We'll find out. My sister's plant, she's supposed to be getting them today. I told her you better because her squash is looking mighty bad over here. Found my little chicken, y'all. Hold on, let me get this water. Okay, what did I say I was gonna just, oh, the lettuce. Let's hit him with a little bit and see what happens. Because I hadn't watered all these plants today. I only watered a few. This squash is doing pretty good. I just hit it with water just to hit it. This one, yeah, you need some. And where's my other squash? Golly, where is it? I've got another one somewhere. Because I got a third. Oh, here it is. And that one's not looking bad at all. But I still hit it with water. Okay, so that's it for the stress plants. Because I'm going to try to wait until later this evening to water once it starts cooling down. But sometimes the heat will bother the plants. Just bumped my head. Okay, so alrighty, so that's about it, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. Oh, my other plants are doing good too. I'm almost ready to plant out my white eggplant and little finger. They're growing pretty good in the little cup there. I'm gonna give it one more week, or I'm gonna give those to Memorial Day. Then I'm gonna plant those out so that they can get going good. And then I still got these to plant out. I still haven't done it yet. I'm just being lazy. Oh, I said I was gonna turn that fan, but shoot, it's too hot. But I better do it. The plants are more important. Turn this sucker up on high. There we go. That way we both can feel air, me and the plants. Okay. Now. Yeah, because I'm going to have to leave out of here in a few because I got to eat. I still got to shower. And it's late because I was up half the night, so I didn't even get out here till... Woo! A wasp. Okay. He better fly high and quit flying low. So I... Uh-oh. See? Okay, this is what's going to get me out of here real fast. Because I hear wasp sting isn't a joke. I don't know what he's doing. I don't mind him being up high, but don't be flying that low, Mr. Wasp. Come on out. Hold on. Okay, he just chased me out. He chased me out my own house. Where did he go? And what draws them are the heat, is the heat. I'm going to welcome the pollinators come June when stuff starts to flower. Okay, I don't know where he went. Maybe he flew out. I don't know. I'm gonna find out, huh? Because with my luck, as soon as I sit down, he'll come zooming out from somewhere. Okay, I think he left. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get ready to get off of here because once again, I'm rambling. So I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Yep, everything's looking good. On the Que-stead, except for the outside of it. So once I get that done, then I can go on autopilot. Once I get this lawn cut and get things put away and planted, you know, once everything's planted out and put away, which would be particularly Memorial Day weekend, because that's when I'll get those herbs. And those are going to be planted out front right away. Oh, and let me get this bone meal, because I keep meaning to fertilize those potatoes up front. They're doing good. Nothing's bothered them. So I think that either animals haven't noticed the potatoes, or they might think it's a flower or something like that. But they haven't bothered it at all. Thank goodness. And then that garlic is there too. So if they smell anything, that's what they're going to smell. And so they're going to stay away from that. Okay, so I'm going to go up there and get those fertilized. And, sorry, I had to drink some water. I'm going to go up there and get those fertilized. And then I'll be in for a while, cooling off. And then I'll be out here this evening. So I may or may not come back on, depending on what's going on. But I'm going to leave that fan running. And like I said, we got storms coming later today. They said between this afternoon and tonight. From what I'm seeing out there with the clouds, it looks as if it'll probably be tonight after dark. And then it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow and only be, now right now it's about 85 degrees. Tomorrow the high is supposed to be 68. Because I had planned to go fishing, but that's not happening. So it's supposed to storm all day tomorrow or rain. And then Wednesday and Thursday are supposed to be nice. It's supposed to rain again Friday. And they be on it in Michigan with the weather. Whatever they say is what it is, okay? And then after that, I didn't see any rain in the forecast. So things are going to heat up after that. And look at the sun, y'all. That goes to show I get the sun all day. Because it comes from around in the direction from the east, and it goes all the way around. And then it gets there, and then it sets over there. So this greenhouse gets the sun all day. I wish there was a shady time for this greenhouse, because that would keep it from getting so hot. It's going to be a chore. So I'm definitely going to need an oscillating fan and that fan to go with it. So I'm glad I've got the electrical hookup out here, because once it really heats up, it's going to be difficult. And since I can't leave the doors open unless I'm sitting out here, I don't want to be out here sitting, getting dehydrated. Well, actually, I could sit in the back room. So I might just utilize the back room space, and that way I could watch the greenhouse during that time and leave it open. Because if I see the groundhog or something coming near it, or a squirrel, I can get out here and scare them off quickly. A scarecrow might be a good idea too. Yeah. I'm finally getting some ingenuity here. Yeah, I've got hay. I think I am going to just make a scarecrow. I'm going to stuff an old pair of pants or something and just make a scarecrow and place it at the door. So that if anything comes along, but I still keep an eye out. The scarecrow will scare them away, because they'll think it's a person. Aha. Okay, y'all. So I will talk to you guys later, because I know I have rambled for the past 20 minutes here. And may God bless you all. Hello, Robert. I gave you a shout out. So make your video so that I can share it and everything, and subscribe to your channel. And then I'll make sure I add you on my subscribe video that's coming up, where I shout out everybody, and hopefully people will see that and subscribe to you guys. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.